Alright, so we're gonna find some non-touristy spots of Lynn Canyon. And of course you gotta head into North Vancouver. Look at this, we're just about to drive in. It always reminds me of Jurassic Park. Let me show you it. Alright, so we just got to the parking lot, and this is where I usually drive. Look at this. So for this video, I went searching for alternative ideas other than the Lynn Canyon Suspension Bridge. Now, don't get me wrong, the Lynn Canyon Suspension Bridge is great, but as you can see, it gets incredibly crowded, especially during the summer or on long weekends. So I wanted to show you some lesser known options nearby. This is the Lynn Headwaters Regional Park. It's only about a 5-minute drive past Lynn Canyon Suspension Bridge, and it's guaranteed to be less crowded. At the beginning of the trail, there's a small museum, washrooms, and a nice spot along the river to chill before you explore the park. The only thing I recommend you do is register before you begin the hike. You really do explore some of the back country of BC, and if you've never done it before, I don't want you to get lost. Now, there's a few spots in Lynn Headwaters Regional Park you're going to want to check out. By far, the most popular spot is Norvan Falls. You start here at the parking lot, walk along the river for roughly 2 hours until you reach Norvan Falls. It's a fairly easy hike anyone can do. There's tons of spots along the river to stop, swim, or just relax. The water's always crystal clear. If you have half a day, this is a nice way to spend it. This is Norvan Falls. I always think having a destination at the end of a hike makes it worthwhile, and Norvan Falls doesn't disappoint. If you go during spring, as I did here in this video, the waterfall is the most powerful. There's a log just below the waterfall that makes for amazing pictures, and lots of spots along either side for all kinds of angles. It's worth the 2-hour hike to the falls, and I spent at least an hour here just chilling and relaxing. Just past Norvan Falls and over this bridge here are more trails, but I won't get into it in this video. Alright, so if you get to this point, you've gone too far. It's impossible to miss the waterfalls. There's signs everywhere, there's directions, so you won't get lost. Behind me is Grouse Mountain. I've never done it before. I know it's seasonal trails. You can hike up to a lake and back around Grouse Mountain. If you want to do it, check it out. I can't recommend it. I don't know what it's like. But yeah, it's a gorgeous park, so if you got more time, check it out. On the way back, I took the upper trail away from the river and more into the forest. It's a great way to get out of the sun and surround yourself in nature. You know what? I think I prefer this upper trail first. If you take the upper trail into the forest, you have the option to check out these huge boulders. It's about a 5-minute walk off the main trail. There's signs everywhere, and the boulders are pretty big. So, there's one last major highlight of Lynn Headwaters Regional Park, and that's the Lynn Peak lookout. Alright, so I think I'm going to torture myself today. Check where I am at. I'm right here, and up this way is the viewpoint. I've never been up there. I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like. A 6.4 kilometer round trip hike. Taking our time, it took us 2 hours to reach the lookout. The only thing you have to be aware of is the entire hike looks like this. Rocks everywhere. But I gotta say, the lookout itself is spectacular. You overlook Lynn Valley, the Ironworkers suspension bridge that we drove over at the beginning of this video, and clear views into Burnaby. Unfortunately, you can't see Vancouver or downtown Vancouver from here, but the views still are spectacular. Woo! Okay, after a long day of hiking, I got some of my favorite fast food. Anyways, hope you found that video helpful. Those are some secret spots in Lynn Canyon. And like it, subscribe, and until later, I'll see you later. Have a good night.